Looking forward to doing it again. Terrible trouble uploading stuff, but never mind. Astrology this weekend, that's where we're at. Let's have a quick drink. And always remember, believe in yourself. Everything else will follow. Okay? And love and light to you. Right, okay, so astrology. It's been quite a tricky week, actually. There was a T-square midweek. That actually happened last Wednesday, I believe. And what happened was Mercury got involved. We already had Jupiter and Neptune squaring each other. Jupiter square Neptune. And a square isn't the easiest of alignment, really. It's the kind of the trines and the sextiles that are kind of nice and gentle. So that was already a little bit tricky, and then Mercury, the planet of communication, basically, the messenger of the gods, got involved in that square, and that created a T-square with Jupiter and Neptune on the short arms and Mercury kind of a bit further down on the long arm. That has caused kind of conflict, communication. People have been a little bit over optimistic. Many people, not just kind of one or two people. This was an influence that was going on, and it's made communication kind of fraught with confusion. People are talking and it's friendly and everything, but you know, people have been getting the wrong end of the stick. People have been getting the wrong idea about these things. So let's ring a big angel bell on that, because things are clearing. On Sunday, June the 2nd, we have actually got something positive happening on that. Venus is going to trine Pluto, right? And that is really earthy situation. That is just going to smooth things out a lot. Okay, it's probably not the best time to start a relationship kind of within a couple of days either side of that trine, and that is actually coming in on Sunday. So whatever happens this weekend, just have fun with it and get their phone number, because in 2 or 3 days time it might be worth looking at it. Okay, but basically, you know, it's just not a great time for starting a new thing because of that. But communication is improving. Things are getting a lot better in that sense. So let us have a look at the general rundown of what's going on right now today. It's Friday the 3rd of May. No, it's not. It's Friday the 31st of May 2019. I can't believe it. I really love May because it's the nice. It used to be the month when the summer starts. Well, it still is. But it seems to be the month when the summer finishes as well at the moment. Never mind. We got Midsummer's Day, 21st of June, so it's not that bad. Moon's in Taurus today. That happened 5:42 a.m. this morning, UK time. So midnight 42 on the east side of the States and Canada. 9:42 last night. Pacific, the Taurus influence is nice and earthy. That brings a groundedness to the way things are sort of moving, and it keeps the flow going in quite a positive way as well. It's just a matter of, you know, these things are always moving. All the energy with this is fluid. It never stops changing. It addresses itself to everyone differently. The moon is about 10.9% full at this moment that I'm speaking. So she will be she'll be losing it a bit because she's waning, okay? New moon is coming up on the 3rd of June. That's actually next Monday. So we're not far from that at all. And that's 11:01 a.m. in UK time, which at the moment is UTC +1, GMT +1, if you like. So that's coming in. That's going to be a time of newness. And so we are looking at a time of lull, really, as we come up to that. Because although that's a time of newness when the new moon comes in, it's not until 2 or 3 days after that it's really worth launching the new projects that are in our mind. But newness is coming to mind. You know, that does seem strongly to be the way it's happening. The sun right now is square Neptune. So that T-square is even more intense. Leaders may be hard to understand as they struggle with decision making. True, so why do we pay them so much? Ooh, bit of politics there. There we go. There may be some changes and difficulties in artistic and religious circles too. Those kind of issues are coming up in a prevalent way. That's really what's going on. The moon herself is conjunct Uranus now. So kind of anything can happen. It's expect the unexpected. Great time for social experimentation. Taking a few risks around socialness as well. Taking a few risks around anything. It looks good if you are going to be taking risks, but taking a risk is a risk, okay? I cannot promise that no risk will ever go wrong. It's just, that's just not the case. It's not the way it works. But people are going to be more easily kind of excited. It'll be easier to thrill people now. And the reason, though, for that is that conditions are changing, and so things are a bit unstable, particularly as we come up to that new moon. Now, Mercury as well, still in that T-square, is void in Gemini, and that's bringing a lot of nervous energy. We've got schedules falling apart, communications being really tricky. A lot of awkwardness, kind of changes. Unusual weather patterns are actually a fact of life when Mercury is void in Gemini as well. They're actually unusual weather patterns are a fact of life for anybody who lives anywhere in the world at the moment, because of what politicians have been, well, not just politicians, but what we all do. We don't take enough care of this world. So take a bit more care of this world. You'll be richly rewarded somehow, I'm sure. If only just by the sure and certain knowledge that we're living in a better world when we all do that. Okay, Venus trine Saturn, kind of down to earth, facing the facts in relationships, you may be in a relationship and it just won't work anymore. That's the kind of time for facing the facts. I'm not saying leave the relationship. I never try and tell people what to actually do. But the influence is there if you want to bring change somehow. And that could be changing it back into a positive relationship. You see what I mean? It's not all gloom and doom. It's virtually no gloom and doom, actually, because no matter what's going mad in astrology or anywhere else in the world, there's always something positive going on. And here we go. Mars is trine Neptune. Now, Mars is a planet we associate with hostility and war and all kinds of unpleasantness. But Mars trine Neptune, it's about acting on your belief. It's really positive. Some people can start attacking each other for those reasons. That's the only thing. But we do tend to find in that situation that positive leadership comes up, and it's quite dramatic. So, any anger around Mars at the moment, you can always you can neutralise anger around Mars by doing something positive and having a project to work on that soaks up your mind, or whoever's mind is getting difficult, You might even, you might be fine. Someone might be giving you a lot of grief. If you get into a positive project with them, it might help rather a lot, actually. But, solutions when Mars is trine Neptune tend to be a one-size-fits-all solution. So it may take a little bit extra work there. But generally speaking, things are looking really positive. It was really hard midweek, and I'm sorry I didn't come on and warn you about that. All right, a little kind of side story to this. My YouTube channel is growing. I've suddenly put on more views in the last kind of month than I've put on in all the time that I've been YouTubing, which is donkey's years. So I've kind of got to jump on that and work on that and try and make that happen to get the word out, which is why I'm here quite a bit less, folks. But thank you very much, because I know a lot of you guys watch the videos when I share them on Facebook. Hopefully the internet connection will get a little bit better, because I'm posting 12 videos this evening, basically, tonight on YouTube. 12 astrology, 12 tarot readings by star sign, and I'll share them on Facebook, as I always do. But even though that's only about 2 hours altogether of sitting on camera and doing it, it's not really much more than I did when I was doing Facebook every single day. It's not that much work, but it's uploading it, You get this 10-minute video, and I put it in 320 pixels, which is as small as I can get onto YouTube. And it's just that already is not really good enough to watch on a TV screen, but it works on laptops, it works on phones and tablets, so that's coolio. And it just, it takes most of the week to upload 2 hours of low quality footage. It is astonishing. I complained to the telephone company, and what they did was gave me a discount off my bill, which is great. I mean, they have acted with honour, most certainly, and I'm grateful and delighted for that. But what I was hoping they'd do is actually fix the line, and they're saying that's impossible. Okay, there we go. There's my psychoses laid out for you today. Loads of things are actually going on in the heavens at the moment. Space weather is quite active as well. There have been geomagnetic disturbances, and those will continue. But just be aware of that T-square in the background, friends. And I've forgotten already, but yeah, Jupiter square Neptune in a T-square with Mercury. Communications are going to be all over the place. We've got Jupiter, the gas giant, very far away, very unpredictable. And Neptune, which has a lot to do with the kind of psychicness and those kind of out there senses, you know, the higher chakras. But also Neptune is a long, long way away, so it's going to be a bit perplexing, but nothing like as perplexing as it was earlier in the week when it happened, because, what is it? Venus and Pluto trine each other on Sunday, and that is an applying aspect that's coming in. And when something's coming in astrology, that's when we start to feel the effects of it, long before it actually happens. Okay, so looking good there. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing much more of you on Facebook. Love, light, and peace. Goodbye.